Ah, deep breaths. Welcome. Kia ora, Facebook whānau. For those that don't know me, Michael Bennett here, and I was wondering how I could come from a place of service with all these lockdowns happening and having 5 sound baths cancelled this week, and the Warrior Retreat Men's Circle cancelled last night as well, and people are still going through a lot of stress, depression and anxiety and stuff at the moment. Got a lot of people coming in, and or the shop's shut now, so they're not really coming in, but they're contacting us and just feeling a little bit out of whack with what's going on. So I was sort of like a little bit out of whack as well. And then my beautiful Deb says, "Why don't you read your book, Michael? Just read your book." So yes, I'm going to come from a place of service and read my book to you beautiful peeps. My book, if you don't know as yet, it's called Become a Mind Ninja. Discover how to control the monkey mind, defeat depression, and live a life of purpose. This was written after I overcame depression and suicidal thoughts and alcoholism, pretty much. And I wanted to write it because I came up with a very unique, different, and cool way to discover how I could control the monkey mind, and broke the monkeys down into 7 major monkeys that I find generally running and ruling our lives when we don't show up as the warrior, which is fear, anger, grief, critic, jealous, and victim. They're the ego-based monkeys, but the gratitude monkey is the one that's not ego-based and should be woken up first, or should wake up first with a warrior, of course. So I'm babbling at the moment without reading because I'm a little bit nervous. I'm a little dyslexic. I wrote the book as being dyslexic, and that was an issue unto itself, writing the book. And my spell check on my computer wanted to punch me in the face every single day. What are you trying to say, Michael? You should know, spell checker. You should know. But I got through it. It's been a 4-year process for this book to come to life and fruition, which I now hold in my hand, which is absolutely amazing. Good morning, Tracy. Thank you for sharing, Trace. Thank you. So I'm going to just do my best, Deb just says just show up and just do the thing. So, yeah. So this is my book, Become a Mind Ninja, discover how to control the monkey mind, defeat depression, and live a life of purpose. So here we go. I hope you get some cool little insights out of it, or something that may feel that you need at this present point in time. Here we go. Introduction. Lurking in the shadows of your mind, you have a warrior. In today's fast-paced world, the problem that is causing so much stress, anxiety, and depression is because most of the human race are living their lives without the natural warrior instincts and innate weapons. Weapon, a means of gaining an advantage or defending oneself in a conflict or contest. This occurs mainly because many of us have been subliminally programmed since birth with negative beliefs. These negative beliefs come from our cultural, spiritual, and familial backgrounds and are absorbed through our sensory inputs: sight, smell, hearing, taste, and touch. Without your mind ninja standing guard on the gate to your mind, you are predisposed to letting your monkey mind control your life. The monkey mind is what is known as the constant thoughts that bombard us daily as we are trying to make sense of life and all its complications and curiosities. A monkey consistently swings through the jungle from vine to vine, and it won't let go of one vine until it has grasped another. Imagine that the constant thoughts and feelings you have of fear, anger, grief, jealous, criticism, and victim are monkeys. And these monkeys' thoughts are continuously trying to rule, run, and ruin your life. They do so because they act from a place of ego and run rampant in your mind because of your true warrior self has been suppressed and buried by subliminal negative programming. With today's technology and the speed we receive outside information, the most of the human race is not in full control of their minds and are instead living their lives like little puppets from beneath the canopy of the dark jungle with the monkeys of their mind pulling the strings. This was the case for me for many years. My monkey mind was out of control as my warrior lay dormant inside. I was a depressed, egotistical man hiding behind a smoke screen of misguided negative beliefs. So you have picked up this book and thought, what is a mind ninja? A mind ninja is a warrior that resides within you. I call this warrior your mind ninja because it stands guard like a centurion on the gate to your mind. Centurions are responsible for training, assigning duties, and maintaining discipline amongst the ranks. They themselves are expected to display valor in battle and stand resolute when things are not going well. The warrior, mind ninja. Throughout this book, I shall be referring to your warrior, your mind ninja. Your warrior mind ninja is the master guide. I speak of my warrior, my ninja, from my perspective as I see him. The vision you have of your warrior, my ninja, will be specific to you and you alone. Whether you are male, female, of color and creed, the weapons and tools you will master are universal. Awakening and arming your warrior with weapons will happen soon. This book is about acknowledging your warriors present within you and awakening your warrior. Think of this as discovering a hidden lamp inside that has been lying dormant in you since birth. Imagine rubbing this lamp now, and out of the cloud of smoke, a formidable warrior appears before you. Imagine feeling protected, capable, and loved as your warrior says to you, I am your mind ninja. I am here for you. I am never going to leave you. You and I are strong, and together we are going to take back control of your mind. With your mind ninja standing guard on the gate to your mind, you will understand that you will be able to defeat any darkness that may be shadowing you. And you will know you can win any battle you may be going through. Your mind ninja will help you unbelieve any negative thoughts and programming you may have so you can redream and change the course of your life forever. Becoming a mind ninja is not a special club for the selected few. No, you were born a formidable warrior. This is the innate gift and trait that is given to you at birth, regardless of your color, creed, or gender. Formidable, inspiring respect through being capable. Warrior, a brave fighter. You fought and battled your way through this to be in this world. Think about this. It is 1 in 4 trillion chance, a miracle, you are alive on this planet. This is an amazing feat that is denied to many. Your ancestors were warriors that enable you to become the fighter that you are. 1 of millions. You fought and battled your way through the tidal wave of soldiers. You were the first to penetrate the egg. You then had to fight and survive in an unfamiliar environment for 9 months. As nurturing as the womb is supposed to be, you may have had to battle conditions that were out of your control. This time spent in the womb may have included sickness, drugs, alcohol, smoke, stress, anxiety, and pressure. But you did fight, and you beat the odds, and you won the battle. You were victorious. The cord was cut, and your warrior target and vision of life were achieved. You must understand that the first smack on your ass was a knighthood for your bravery. A formidable warrior was born. What you will discover. This book is a visionary guidance manual, is a gift for you, my friend. This book and visionary guidance manual is a gift for you, my friend. A priceless gift of adventure and exploration. An exploration into you with a destination of awe and amazement as you discover how to awaken your formidable warrior that you were born to be. You will become a mind ninja and take back control of your mind, as I did. You will discover how to unleash your powerful weapons and master skills within you, which are already yours. Within this book, I would like to share with you the best of the powerful discoveries I made when I was searching for answers. Answers to questions like, why can't I concentrate? Why am I so sad? Who am I? What's wrong with me? The list of questions is endless, but these were some of the types of questions that occupied my mind regularly. Your monkey mind is forever bombarding you with this kind of endless internal chatter. You cannot stop the monkey mind, but you can control it. I will be sharing with you the best discoveries I made that helped me rise out of the depressive slump I found myself in. I will share with you how I defeated my demons and won the 40-year war of depression naturally. This will not be a book that you can read and feel a change. I will not be holding your hand and rubbing your back and saying, there, everything will be all right. No. If you are looking for somebody to pander to your exaggerated ego and wallow with you, you have picked up the wrong book. And you may need to join a group where you can hold hands and sing songs. This is a how-to book, my friends, not a hope-to book. Hope will not come into the equation as you discover how to harness the power of visualization and become a mind ninja. Before you go any further, please understand becoming a mind ninja is not a fad or a quick fix. Becoming a mind ninja is a choice, a lifestyle choice. Within this book, you will discover how to control the endless chatter of the monkeys that may be causing chaos in your mind and life. You will discover ways to fight through and defeat stress, anxiety, anger, grief, and depression. This will be achieved in an easy to understand way, enabling you to take back control of your mind and have control of your thoughts. When you have control of your mind, you are more able to create a clear vision of what you desire so you can live your life with purpose. Within this life-changing book, you will not only discover how to become a mind ninja, but you'll also take back possession of your innate weapons that you were born with. You will learn how to master these weapons, load them with a burning desire, and fire them with faith. So you can break down the walls of fear and doubt, enabling you to cross over to your life of purpose. The coolest discoveries you will find in this book are uncovering the practical tips explaining how you can naturally take care of your mental health and well-being, so you and your loved ones may live life with maximum peace, love, health, and happiness. Thanks for logging on, gang. Hi, Kimberly. Tracy. When you have the black dog of pain, nothing is more real than the masks we make to show each other who we are. That's a quote by Christopher Barzak. Have you ever hidden behind a false facade of yourself while feeling lost, alone and confused and wondering why you are here? Have you ever thought to yourself, what is my purpose? Have you ever suffered from stress, anxiety or depression? Depression, feelings of severe despondency and dejection. Firsthand, I understand depression. It kills. It is brought on by an inner explosion when your happiness is shattered by a cloud of darkness and despair. You may find yourself crying for no apparent reason or hearing voices, yet you are alone and you feel alone. The darkness of depression engulfs your chest and weighs heavily on your shoulders like a concrete cape, constricting your vocal cords. Solitude and isolation become your shield as the black dog of depression slowly but methodically keeps nudging you closer to the edge. Let me share with you my experience of the fight with the black dog of depression. I still have flashbacks of the time when I was on the wrong side of the balcony, 19 floors up. I remember climbing over the balcony crying in deep dejection. My right hand clutched my phone that was pressed hard to my ear. My left hand gripped the handrail. I can still remember the feel of the smooth handrail that I gripped on that warm evening on the Gold Coast, Australia, back in 2002. This was the pinnacle point where my life was out of control. When I think back now, I had no idea I was depressed and suffering from periodic suicidal thoughts. Before climbing the balcony, I'd rung my pinky pal. What is a pinky pal? You are thinking? A pinky pal is a lifeline. Imagine a pinky pal being like a ring that gets thrown off the ship when somebody has gone overboard. A pinky pal is someone you have made a pinky promise to. A pinky promise is when you lock your pinky finger together with another person's pinky finger. You then lock eyes with that person and see nothing but unconditional love. The promise is, I promise before I do anything rash or foolish, I will call you. I had rung my mum. I can still vividly recall the conversation. "Hello, darling," my mum's voice said. The silence was only broken by my painful sobbing and a group of people laughing with each other on the street far below. "Michael, what is it? What's wrong?" "Bye, Mum." It should not be the words of mother. It's the hear from a child. I knew in an instant that Mum felt my pain. I understand she was scared, but her voice became my only hope. "Michael, no, Michael. Stay with me, baby. I'm sorry, Mum. I'm so sorry. Don't you dare leave me. Don't you say you are sorry. I love you. Michael, please stay with me." I remember tasting the salty tears as they trickled down my cheek and into my mouth, as I can now as I write this. Mum knew the dark side I had been hibernating in since the sudden death of my 24-year-old fiancé 10 years earlier. Mum was no stranger to the cries of lonely desperation. I'm so sorry, Mum. The feeling of my fingers growing weak on that fateful night still bring a chill down my spine. I still have a vivid image of myself slipping away mentally and physically. I remember thinking, holy shit, this is it. The black dog had a grip on me. There was a calm moment of tranquil serenity when I heard my mum's voice shouting through the phone. These are the words that triggered the change within me. Don't you dare leave me, Michael. You have got this, my beautiful mum said. You're my beautiful son. Mum knew the trigger words to awaken the internal warrior. In a state of dazed bliss and confusion, I launched myself back over the balcony and onto the right side of life. I can still clearly remember the feeling of being curled up on the cold tiles of the high-rise balcony, crying like a baby who'd found his breath for the first time. I recall whispering, I love you, Mum. I love you. When I close my eyes now, I can still feel the cadence of my mum's heart matching mine no matter where I am. I remember we wept together without words for a little while across the airwaves that night before she said, go to bed, Michael. Go to bed. I love you. You have got this. The memory of that night will live with me forever as I remember the power of the unconditional love and the mental reminder that our warrior within has our back. And no matter what life throws at you, you have got this. Thank you, Mum, for being my pinky pal. I knew that was going to be hard to read. Living with the judgment and questioning our sanity when depressed. Depression is not a bad word, yet it has strong men and courageous women bowing their heads in shame as the word is blatantly flung around the office, sports field, bedroom and boardrooms. The stigma surrounding the word depression is held fast by a lack of knowledge and empathy of self-absorbed individuals who associate it with the word crazy. The word crazy conjures up thoughts of white lab coats, electric shock treatment, and frontal lobotomies. Nobody wants to be the one who flies over the cuckoo nest. Thank you, Kimberly. Thankfully, there is a positive change in attitudes towards mental health in today's society. Depression can be cured. You can rise and live a life of purpose as the warrior you were born to be, in complete control of your mind, body, and spirit. For those of you who have been bullied at school, bullied at home, had your self-esteem stripped away from you, for those of you who have lost loved ones, have issues with alcohol or drugs, are going through a divorce, have financial issues, are outcast from your peers, or have suicidal thoughts and stood on the edge more than once, I hear you, I feel you, I see you, and I understand you. I am sorry for what may have happened to you in the past, but I am so happy you are reading this now, because from this moment on, if you have diligence and you are ready to feel and experience positive change, your life will never be the same. Diligence, determination, and careful effort. Ready. If somebody is ready, they are properly prepared for something. Prepared. Ready to do or deal with something. Change. Make or become different. Discover. To see. Get knowledge of. Learn of. Find or find out. Gain insight or knowledge of something previously unseen or unknown. Who am I to talk? Growing up with undiagnosed dyslexia in the 70s made school a mental minefield for me and a volatile playground. The words dumb, stupid, and nothing had been subliminally programmed into my mind by the various people in my proximity. These words became my echoing belief and were the bad B-grade scripts that I acted on. Dark days of depression clouded my judgment on many occasions throughout my life, and consequently, I made some bad choices. I would not change a moment of my life, though, because it has brought me to this point in my life. My life purpose is to be the guide for lost souls, encouraging individuals to unbelieve their negative thoughts and beliefs so they can redream and live the life they wish. Having mastered the skills I'm about to share with you in this book, to get me through the dark periods of my life, I am now able to help individuals like yourself unbelieve negative thought patterns so you can redream and live your life of purpose. To become a better version of ourselves, we literally have to change. To change for the better, we must make the right choices. At an early age, I chose to flip the script that had been written for me, the script I rehearsed daily and was acting on. I chose to unbelieve the negative beliefs that had been subliminally programmed into my subconscious mind, so I was able to redream and live the life I wished. I chose to become the writer, producer, and director of my epic adventure. I chose to awaken the inner warrior and become the mind ninja. My mind ninja is now the A-list actor that my daydreams deserve. With my mind ninja in control of my mind, I achieved and fulfilled many of my life's wishes. I was a martial artist studying karate for 12 years. I was an accomplished dancer, roller skater, and DJ, earning good money from my passions. I was a stuntman for 16 years, and I have been a professional comedian since 1998. And I am now an inspirational entertainer, cortisol-kicking keynote speaker, and CEO of the Mind Ninja Academy. You too can become a Mind Ninja. Flip the script and live your dreams. I was excited and happy that I had flipped the script on my early negative programming and was living my life the way I wished. But sometimes life just doesn't go according to plan, and the universe sometimes deals you a bad hand. In 1992, 1 month before my 24-year-old fiancée Cherie and I were supposed to be married, she got lost on her daily walk in the snowy mountains at Perisher Ski Resort, where we worked. I could never have imagined that that would be the last day I'd kiss her. Cherie, my fiancée, 1 month before we were supposed to be married, died of hypothermia. I was shattered following this devastatingly bad hand that had been dealt. It felt like my world, my life, and my mind had exploded into a million irretrievable pieces. A dense cloud of depression engulfed me, and sadly, my mind ninja lost control. Following this tragedy, the black dog of depression became my agent and started booking all my gigs. They were generally pity parties for one that had a massive victim trampoline, which I used to love jumping up and down on. Alcohol became my medicine of choice as I tried to drown out the voices in my head, contemplating suicide. I became a suicidal, alcoholic, comedic stuntman. That last bit sounds made up, but for years I was working as a stunt action performer by day and a comedian by night. I was what is known as a functioning alcoholic, and I was experiencing periodic suicidal thoughts. Suicidal ideation. Suicidal ideation. Strictly speaking, suicidal ideation means wanting to take your own life or thinking about suicide. However, there are two kinds of suicide ideation: passive and active. Passive suicidal ideation occurs when you wish you were dead or that you could die. but you don't have any plans to commit suicide. Active suicide ideation, on the other hand, is not thinking about it, but having an intent to commit suicide, including planning how to do it. Functioning alcoholic. Some people seem to be just fine even though they abuse alcohol. Experts call these people functional or high-functioning alcoholics. What triggered the spiral of depression within me? After the tragic and sudden death of my fiancée, I had no idea what it was like to be a human being. I was instead a human doing what my random inner thoughts, my monkey mind and his mad monkey friends thought were good ideas and fun at the time. Essentially, my destructive thoughts, monkeys, became the main actors in my life's little theatre, and the black dog was the production manager. Diligently putting all the theories in this book into practice, I'm now able to say I am a human being again. Let me just plug this in. Welcome. Hey, Linda. All right, diligently putting all the theories in this book into practice, I'm now able to say I am a human being again. Being in the now, being in charge, and being in control of my mind, and as a result, I feel fantastic. It wasn't until I was in my 50s that real change started to occur in my life. Please understand that you are never too young or old, and it is never too soon or too late to become a mind ninja and live the life of purpose. Excuse me. The best life purpose to strive for is to be happy in your own skin, on your own terms, and to be able to look in your own eyes in the mirror at any time, anywhere, and say, I am enough. Believe in yourself and all that you are. Know that there is something inside you that is greater than any obstacle. Christopher D. Larson. This book is designed and intended to be for the interested layman who wish to acquire knowledge and guidance for the mind and its mastery in a simplistic manner that is easily understood, with practical and powerful tips and exercises that will enhance your mental health and well-being. The information shared in this book and its contents in no way replaces any medication you may be on or any diet plan or exercise regime your doctor may have set in place for you. As powerful and practical as some of these discoveries and exercises in this book are, please consult your doctor or physician before embarking on any new exercise or diet plan. You, like me, know that I am like you. Why should you listen to me? Because I am just like you, a normal person. Well, normal in the most abstract sense. Trying to make sense of a fast-paced world we now live in the best way I know how. I don't have any major degrees. I have no special letters before or after my name. I am writing as a common person for the common person to share and show you that you can achieve your heart's desires once you train your brain for such endeavors. You have a warrior within and the powerful weapons to pursue and harness your dreams. Sadly, I feel the majority of human population has been programmed with the belief that you must believe it when you see it. You don't need to see the sun on a rainy day to believe the sun is there. And it is with total belief that you know a star can't shine without darkness. You are the star. It's time to shine, my friends. I will not be using medical jargon to describe how to get the best out of your mind, body, and spirit. There are many wonderful books of the brain you wish to gather, if you wish to gather more technical knowledge in this field. Look to the back of the book for recommendations, recommended reading. I don't feel using medical jargon is necessary in this book, in much the same way it is not necessary to understand all the names of the various parts of your engine for you to get great mileage and reliability from it. But a car needs regular maintenance, and for it to run efficiently, basic knowledge of the necessary components helps immensely for you to get from A to B. In the same way, the basic knowledge of your mind, body, and spirit will help you get yourself from where you are in this present moment to where you wish to be. What you are holding now is the treasure map of your mind. Let us together unlock and awaken your hidden treasures within. As you may have noticed by now, there are many blank pages and black and white pictures of monkeys throughout this visionary manual. The blank pages are for your mindful moments of reflection and exercises that will enhance your Mind Ninja mastery. May I suggest that when you write in this journal, you use a pencil or a pen that can be rubbed down. I say this because as you go through the visionary manual, you may have a vision or idea, which you may wish to jot down and keep for future reference, which is its intention. Perhaps on reflection, you may wish to rub out, upgrade or refresh any vision, keeping this journal and visionary manual up to date, no matter the time frame. The black and white pictures are for you to lose yourself in as you freely choose the colours you wish to bring these illustrations to life. Many studies have been done on the benefits of mindful colouring in. It has been proven that quiet moments of colouring in will quiet the mind, enhancing inner peace and overall well-being. Within this visionary manual, you will discover easy ways to achieve inner peace and harmony. Normal, yes, Linda. What the hell is normal? Wow, so that was just the introduction. I knew that was going to be a little bit tricky to read. And so many people, we're losing so many people at the moment with what's going on at the moment, and the suicide rate has gone up, and it really affects me, and I can feel for people, and Mum and I have spoken about this, and yeah, Mum had a bit of trouble reading that part of the book as well, but I think people that go through that kind of experience in their life, attempted suicide, coming out of it, you are more grateful for your breath and just the little things. It's kind of wild and amazing. So thank you so much. If it was hard. So that was the introduction. Okay, the first chapter. Would you like to hear the first chapter? I can keep going now. All right, now I've had my chai latte and got over that. I think I will. I might just doing evolution and the birth is not without a struggle. So true, yes. Appreciate you, brother. I appreciate you too, Kimberly. Yeah, thank you. Sean says yes. All right, I am going to start off chapter 1. Here we go. Dancing with the Black Dog. I can still remember the day I started my dance with the black dog of depression. I remember I could hear my breath as the crisp air of the Perisher ski resort turned into a white mist before my eyes. I can still feel the weight that came over me that day as I stood paralysed with anticipation, waiting for the news of my 24-year-old fiancée, Cherie, who had been missing for 2 nights in sub-zero temperatures somewhere in the snowy mountains. This is how that cold Sunday on the 2nd of October, 1992 went. Imagine feeling cold and alone. The door opens to the police office, and the footsteps of the sergeant echoed through the vast emptiness of the Perisher Valley ski terminal as he made his way toward me. Time stands still and the quiet is deafening before me. Mr. Bennett, we found Cherie, he says. I remember my heart raced to my throat and the tears of joy met the corners of my smile. He paused too long, my friends. He paused way too fucking long before he said, she's deceased. This was the moment the black dog tapped on my shoulder and said, hey, let's dance. Within seconds, I felt my world change. I still have a strong feeling attached to my heart exploding that day as my legs gave way and I crumbled to the cold, hard tiles. I was now living my nightmare. My little Cherie was dead. Only 2 days earlier, 1 month before we were supposed to be married, I kissed her and said, see you soon, as she walked out the door for her normal afternoon walk. Never could I have imagined this would be the last time I would see her alive. The last time I would see her sparkle in her eye or feel her sweet kiss on my lips. Our dream of a happy life together had burst like a beautiful bubble on a thorn bush that had been stripped of flowers. Within an instant, the burning flame that gives you light, warmth and comfort can be blown out by the dark winds of time that have no mercy. The sudden loss of Cherie was a major trigger for my depression that sent me spiralling down into a black hole of debilitating lows. On the 3rd of October 1993, my new travelling companion and mind puppeteer was the black dog, with his piercing, sharp teeth locked firmly around my jugular. I found it near impossible to breathe. The days and the nights of the following years became a blur. My broken heart was barely beating as my veins flowed with alcohol, trying to drown the daily voices contemplating suicide. There is a story told by an old Indian. On my shoulder there are two wolves. One is a black wolf, evil, who continually tempts me to do and say the wrong things. On the other shoulder is the white wolf, who continually encouraged me to live up to my very best. A listener asked the old man, which of these wolves has the greatest power over you? The old Indian replied, the one I feed. We all have a story. The highs and the lows of your story are like mountains and valleys you must traverse in search of the haven where you feel safe and calm with inner peace. I have personally traversed such terrains on my quest for a quiet mind and clarity of purpose. The knowledge I have acquired along my journey has enabled me to carve the path for you to follow, allowing you to discover your sacred place for recuperation and revival. Recuperation, the recovery of regaining something. Revival, an improvement in the condition, strength of, or fortunes of someone. You are not alone. I'm just going to read this last chapter here. This is chapter 2, and then might call it a morning. Okay, I'm glad I had my ice bath this morning, put it that way, to sort of center myself. So, all right. Chapter 2, the formidable warrior. The kind of warrior you are today is a reflection of the training and guidance you have received until this point. For the first developmental years of your life, your abilities, qualities, and character were influenced by the people in your proximity. Your brain's development in the first 5 years from birth is faster than any other time in your life. Your brain is stimulated by what you see, hear, touch, smell, and taste, which creates millions of connections, which in turn lay down the foundations of your learning, health, and behavior throughout your life. You are the person you are today because of the thoughts and the programs that have been embedded in your subconscious mind, your internal hard drive. This is like when you purchase a new computer or phone. You must first download the programs that you deem necessary to achieve the desired goals from you require from this vessel you are storing it in. You may be unaware, but when you were growing up, you were downloading and installing all your new programs and behaviors by watching your mother, father, siblings, and the behavior of your proximal community. All your senses, sight, sound, touch, taste, and smell are used when storing these behaviors into your subconscious mind for later retrieval. After your developmental years, your higher consciousness, which is working at a higher vibration, kicks in and you become creative. You become creative using the programs that have been embedded in your subconscious mind from the first developmental years of your life. The problem with the programming occurs when the programming during the first developmental years is negative. If the programs that you are downloading are negative, you will have the same negative effects that the programmer had. Today, many of you may be feeling like the bad beats and programs that were written for you in the first developmental years of your life. You mentally recorded your surroundings. You subliminally recorded how your mother acted, your father acted, siblings acted, and how other people in your proximity acted, and you stored this data into your subconscious mind. Once again, if the mental recordings you stored for the first developmental years of your life were negative of nature, these may still be the character traits you possess today. Your subconscious mind and belief system may have locked in a negative attitude. Negative, not optimistic. Optimistic, hopeful about the future. Attitude, a settled way of thinking of or feeling about someone or something. Typically, this attitude is reflected in the person's behavior.
Hope that's not crystal.
A negative attitude can be brought on by shock, an unusual event, or a situation that shatters your perspective of your world and your desired life. Death, illness, rape, divorce, job loss, hardship, heartache, bullying, accident, amputation, assault, these are a few things that can trigger a change, a shift in your mind and rewrite your subconscious for the negative attitude. I sank into great depths of depression due to the negative attitude following the devastating event that occurred in my life. The traumatic shock I experienced when Cherie died felt like the hard drive in my mind had been crushed by a huge truck. I lost my warrior's edge and allowed the negative thoughts and the monkeys in my mind to reprogram and rewire the next chapters of my life. There are numerous monkeys with big egos in our minds all the time that wish to control us. These monkeys are the thoughts that bombard us daily as we are trying to make sense of life and all its complications and curiosities. You create your life based on the pictures you hold in your mind. The power of visualization has been used by warriors since the dawn of time. The 300 Spartans led by Leonidas won countless battles against a formidable foe because he had a clear vision of how his battles would be acted out. Napoleon Bonaparte visualized many of his battles long before he was in command of any army that won any battles. Visualization is an innate weapon you have within you, which when mastered can create amazing, lasting, positive change in nearly every area of your life. the opposite is also true. Destruction, depression, sadness, stress, and anxiety can also consume us. Negative thoughts, images, and programs that you subliminally hold in your mind can become beliefs. At the lowest point of my life, I was consumed by darkness. I felt confused, constricted, and alone, in much the same way I imagine that a baby eagle might feel before it finally emerges from the egg. I was being suffocated by my own dark, depressive thoughts and the gloomy pictures that were playing on repeat in my mind. In a brief moment of clarity, at my lowest suicidal point, I dug deep into my confused mind, and without realizing it, I tapped into my innate weapon of visualization and awoke my inner warrior. My warrior, my ninja, became my guide to clearer thinking. Whoa. That's it, gang. I'll read a bit more later on. It gets very interesting now. Time to Discover is the next one. Time to discover how to awaken the warrior. But yeah, hope you enjoyed that, or find a couple of little bits in there within that book so far that can help you shift and change your thought patterns. You're more than welcome, Tracy. Gratitude, young lady. Thank you. You're more than welcome too, Kimberly. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for listening and logging on. It's kind of wild. I knew that first bit was going to get me. So yeah, eyes still red. Thanks, Mel, for your hearts and your compassion. So wonderfully and insightful. Gratitude to you. Thanks, Christy. All right. Yes, Tracy. All right, I will drop into the link. The link. Where you can purchase the book. Yeah, and freaking rockstar, Mind Ninja. Hey, thank you so much, Sean. Just keep breathing. That's it. A lot of my book, especially the monkey. When we get to the monkey and the monkey mind, is all about breath, and it's actually called monkey juggling. So. I'll stay here for a little bit. Such a courage purge of truth. Thank you, Trace. If there are any questions, just feel free. I'll give you a couple of moments if there are any questions. If anybody, yes, I need to get the book. Yeah, cool, Mel. Thank you. Yeah, it's a great book. It has, as we said, it's got the monkeys in it. Which is cool. Oh, it's hard to see. It's got my monkeys in it, which is pretty cool. And pages, blank pages, as I said, for a workbook. The men's group will be incredible. Pop that information in here too, brother. Sure, Trace. Yeah, cool. Thank you so much. I will. Yeah, the men's group is going really, really well, And it's kind of funny because there was nine men showed up for the last men's group. And I think four of them had the book. Two of them had it with them, but four of them have got the book, and they were going through it, asking questions and tapping into the book, and really, really getting a lot out of it. So I feel so blessed that my thought to help change people's mindset so they can overcome stress, grief, anxiety and depression and suicidal thoughts is coming to fruition as it is happening, and people are changing their mindset because I've become a Mind Ninja. So I'm very, very happy about that. Thank you so much, Christy. Gratitude to all of you. I'm going to sign off now and come back to you at a later date. I might do it tomorrow morning as well. So tomorrow morning, somewhere between 5 and 7. Thank you. Gratitude. So don't forget, you've got to unbelieve those negative programming so you can redream and live a life of purpose, my friends. Yeah. All right. Love and gratitude. Keep that beautiful curve on, which is a smile, of course. And if you see somebody without one, hey, just give them one of yours. You can save a life just by doing that, by showing somebody that you are connected. All right. feel free if they're a little way away. If they're more than 1.5 metres, just drop your mask, give them a smile. Hey, you're not alone. Cool. Put it back up. All right, gang. Love you. See you later. Cheers.